Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Well, this is going to be a very busy week. If you don't know, this is the lead up to the Khmer New Year, which starts on Friday. It's only about 4 days away from the time I'm recording this. It's a very exciting time. This promises to be one of the biggest celebrations in the history of Cambodia. They're even going to try to break a couple of Guinness World Records. And Jeremy and Claire from the channel For Real, they just did a video about that. They can give you more information if you're interested in what's about to go on. So be sure to check out their channel. The link is in the description to find out more. And also, I believe Kelly from the channel Autumn in Asia, he is planning on doing a couple of live streams Friday and Saturday. So if you can't be here to join in the celebration, you can watch what's happening in front of his apartment, watch all the water fights, see all the delicious food, watch all the people enjoying themselves and having a good party. And be sure to check out his channel. That link is, again, in the description. And subscribe to his channel, and you can be notified when he goes live. There will be some guest appearances. I'll pop in there every so often. And we're planning on having some other people. So be sure you don't miss out on that. And if you want to help support the channel and make sure we have a great Khmer New Year, you can donate down below. We have links down there for PayPal or Ko-Fi.com. You can also purchase my books, the ones you see on the screen right now. Those are at the link in the description. It all helps, and I think we can get to $100 by Friday, and everybody who donates for the Khmer New Year will get something special early next week for me. Be sure to leave me your email address if you decide to donate, so I have that handy so I can send you some good stuff as a way of saying thank you. But today I wanted to talk about cell phone service in Cambodia. There are basically three major providers that I would say most people use. That would be Cell Card, Smart, and what's the third one? Netphone. And that's the third one. Yeah, we have Cell Card, we have Smart, and we have Netphone. They're all good. They all serve their purposes. I don't think one's much better than any of the others, but depending on who you talk to, you're probably going to get different recommendations. And I think because people are just familiar with a certain one, they've used it before, they've had a good experience, and they would recommend that one. And I don't think you can go wrong with any of them. They all have their pros, they all have their cons, they all have their various dollar amounts and how much data you're going to get for that amount, et cetera, et cetera. But I want to talk a little bit about the one I've used for 5 years because, again, that's the one I'm familiar with. That's the one I know the most about because I've used it for that long. And I will tell you about the pros and cons of using Cell Card. Now, when I first got here, it was kind of hard to determine which one was giving you the better value for your money because all three of them would not tell you how much data you were getting for your dollars. They would use a dollar amount, like they would advertise $1 top-up will get you $600 worth of benefits. But there was no way to compare how much that $600 was actually worth in terms of how many gigabytes am I getting, what other benefits am I getting. They would just throw these big numbers out there, and it made it hard to determine exactly how much usage you were going to get from your top-ups. But luckily, that's all changed now. So now when you purchase, whether it's a weekly $1 top-up or you want to go monthly for $5 or $8, whatever it is, depending on the company, you'll know exactly how much data you're getting, any extra benefits that come with it, and all that good stuff. And the thing I like about Cell Card is that they have a whole lot of options because how much data you're going to need on a weekly or monthly basis is going to depend on a couple things. First of all, are you going to be is your apartment going to have Wi-Fi, or your hotel room or guest house? Are you going to have Wi-Fi? If so, and you're going to spend a lot of time there, that means you probably won't need as much data as somebody who doesn't have that. And also what you're going to be using your data for. Let me give you an example. I do not have Wi-Fi in our apartment, but if I go to a friend's apartment and they have Wi-Fi, I hook up there, or businesses or restaurants that have Wi-Fi, I hook up there. But generally, I use my phone for everything, so I go through probably more data than an average person, I would think. I mean, I upload videos to this channel, I film everything on my phone, I edit everything on my phone, and plus my other channel, Horror Reads, I upload there 2 or 3 times a week. So I'm always downloading, uploading, making my thumbnails, I'm streaming, I'm Googling things, I'm reading, I use my phone for almost everything. So I do go through a lot of data. But CellCard has a couple that are really good. When you first get here, no matter which provider you want to use, you can pick up a SIM card at the airport and get your Cambodian phone number. But if you wait to get into town, you can go to any phone shop, and you can be in and out in probably about, 10 minutes. They'll set you up with a SIM card. You tell them what plan from that company, whichever provider you choose, which one you want, which plan that they offer, which one you want. Buy your first top-up, and they'll set it all up for you, and you'll be good to go. But CellCard has several plans that I think are really good. One is called Time to Rise, and that's $1. And for $1 top-up and then subscribing to that plan, you will get 5 gigs of data, 200 on-net call minutes, and I believe that one comes with free Spotify usage. So if you use Spotify and you have that plan, it won't come out of your data when you're using Spotify. I don't use Spotify, so that doesn't really affect me at all, but that's an option if you want it. Now, you have to remember that, like, the lower price ones, like this one for $1, is good for 1 week or until your data is gone. And then you have to top up again and resubscribe to that plan. So it's only good for a week. So if you don't think you're going to be going through 5 gigs in a week, well, that's the lowest one they have. But I personally like the Sarai plan. That one's $1.50, and again, it's for 1 week or until you use up all your data, but that one comes with 10 gigs. So it makes sense to me because I use a lot of gigs, I use a lot of data. It makes sense to me to, for 50 cents more, I'm getting an extra 5 gigs instead of the $5 or the $1 Time to Rise plan, which is only 5 gigs. For $1.50, I got the Sarai plan, and that gives me 10 gigs. And I usually don't last a whole week before that 10 gigs is gone. Sometimes I have my hotspot on so Singlai can get on her phone if she runs out. She has a different provider. She has Metphone on her phone. So if she runs out on an odd time, and we're not going to go wandering around at 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever to, go to the store just to get a scratch-off card to top off, I'll just turn on my hotspot. But they do also have plans that are much higher amounts of data for more money, $5 plans, $8 plans. As far as any provider that provides unlimited, completely unlimited plans, I have not found one yet for cell phone providers. They do have internet companies here if you want your own Wi-Fi, and some of those do offer unlimited plans, but you can check on those. Like I said, depending on your needs and if your apartment has it or, whatever your situation is. Now, the cons, like I said, it only lasts for a week, and if it's gone within a week, then it's going to cost more than actually $1 a week or $1.50, right? If I'm using 20 gigs a week, that's going to cost me $3 a week instead of $1.50 because I do use it a lot, as I said. However, CellCard is really good at letting you know when you're down to your last gig. You'll get a notification, and it'll say you have 1 gigabyte data remaining, which is great at those times. Like I said, 1 o'clock in the morning, you get that notification. That means you can still use it for a good while. and then wait till you get up the next day to go and top up again. It's a good notification. So that you can kind of keep track of where you're at. Now, no matter which one you choose, all three of them come with their own apps, and you should definitely download the apps. Keep up on all their specials, all their giveaways, all their good deals they have going on, and all that good stuff. I would definitely recommend that. But the cons, I've only needed to contact customer service twice with CellCard in 5 years, so that's pretty good. The first time, they took care of my problem right away. The second time, not really. I had $1 I needed to top off. I needed to subscribe to the plan. I kept getting an error message saying you don't have enough balance to do it, even though I had $1 in my balance, which was enough. And when I talked to a live chat representative, they looked and said, no, you only have 99 cents. So I don't know where that other penny went. I showed them the screenshot with the time and date on my phone that said, look, your page says I have $1. I didn't purchase anything for a penny. But according to what they were seeing, I only had 99 cents, so they couldn't help me. So I had to go out and buy another $1. And so little things like that happen sometimes, I guess. But since I only had to use their assistance twice, it's 50-50 for me. You can go to any mom and pop store and buy top-off cards, their little scratch cards. You enter the number on the app, and that adds to your balance, and you subscribe with the amount you have to whatever plan you want. And it's really easy and streamlined. But occasionally, it might get glitchy. Usually, they're really good at sending notifications right away as soon as you top up or as soon as you subscribe to something. But sometimes you don't get it, and after a few minutes, you have to go into the app to check just to make sure that it went through because they accepted the money. And I just wanted to be sure it actually went through the system and actually subscribed me to the plan I wanted. So glitches like that can happen, but I believe that's something that all three share. But yeah, I would recommend CellCard just because if you ever have any questions with it, I might be able to help you, depending on what the problem is. But I don't think you can go wrong with any of the three. The coverage is about the same. Netphone might be a little better for villages way outside of the main cities because I believe they have more towers out that way. So a lot of people in the rural areas, they use Netphone. But other than that, for your general basic usage, you can pick any three. But if you have problems with Netphone or Smart, I won't be able to let you know what's up because I don't use those two, obviously. All right. So that's going to do it for this video. Like I said, be sure to check out all my links down below. You can donate to PayPal or Ko-Fi.com. You can purchase any of my books you see down below. And there's a whole bunch of channels down there that are vlogging from this part of the world. They're all excellent channels. You definitely want to check them out. Subscribe to their channels and watch all their videos because they're really, really good. And check out my other channel, Horror Reads, if you like horror books and want to hear me discussing them 2 or 3 times a week. I'd love to have you. All right. So our next video is going to be from Khmer New Year, so let's have some fun. And I will talk to you guys in the next one.